As Green shot free throws at the end of one practice, Poole told Green to stop pissing down his leg. Green airballed the free throw and the Warriors had to run sprints. During a Monday scrimmage, Poole had jokingly asked why Draymond's Twitter handle was Money Green if Green was going to be broke in Sacramento after the season. Green took the exception of the banter, hurling a ball in the direction of Poole, which ultimately struck a child of one of the members of the training staff. The final straw appeared to come Wednesday when Poole asked Green what he did whenever an attractive female entered the gym at MSU. Did they like the triple singles or was it the screen setting?
I don't think this is an anger management issue per se. You want to point to Draymond Green and his behavior with officials, that's a different subject, and certainly that has to get under control. But I'm going to tell you something. I watched that press conference with Draymond Green, and I listened to him say this had nothing to do with the team. It had nothing to do with contract negotiations. It had nothing to do, he don't count other people's dollars in their pocket and stuff like that. And I believe that because I believe for the most part that's a code amongst professional athletes. They understand that. You want everybody to get the bag. You just want some of your own yourself. But here's the deal. He openly confessed that there's stuff going on off the court that he's dealing with. And that ultimately he brought it to practice. And so, again, he admitted that he was wrong. You can't do what he did. There's no question about that. And whatever punishment came down the pike from the Golden State Warriors, we would all sign off on and we would completely understand. He had no choice but to man up and own that because that was excessive. And you are right, Kendrick, when you talk about a lot of cats throughout the league talking about they wouldn't forgive him. I don't know if Jordan Poole will ever forgive him. You might talk to him. You might be cordial. Y'all teammates and what have you. But he damn near knocked him out. I mean, he damn near knocked him out. He caught him flush, leaning right hand, straight right, buckled his legs, whatever. He rattled him big time. And if Draymond hadn't fall into him, I think that Jordan Poole would have been flat on his back. I mean, it was a vicious, vicious blow. And so when you look at it from that perspective, it's hard to come back from that. But I'm going to tell you where it gets interesting. Golden State's got to re-sign 2 people. 3 people looking to get re-signed. The 3 people looking to get re-signed is Jordan Poole, Andrew Wiggins, and Draymond Green. I can tell you right now, Wiggins and Poole are a priority. I can tell you right now that Draymond Green is expecting this to be his last year in Golden State. Now, he want to be a Laker. He ain't going to tell anybody that, but don't think I don't know. He'd prefer to be a Laker if he got to leave Golden State. But he's looking for a payday. He's going to get $25 million this year. He got a player option for $24 million next year. The Warriors are probably hoping he don't opt in because they'd have to pay him on top of the cats that they know they got to pay in Poole and Wiggins. And so because of that, this year, I think is very, very salvageable. Because I think the Draymond Green that wants his money knows, especially since this happened, that he's got to go out there, he's got to be on his best behavior, and he's got to bring the game of his life if he wants a new extended contract from somebody else other than the Warriors. Because I think this is his last year as a Golden State Warrior.
Yeah, but Stephen A., let me give you a little pushback on the anger management and the counseling part of things, right?
Okay.
It's not a one-time thing with Draymond Green, and I get it. He's an emotional guy. We all understand that. I was the emotional guy when I was a player, right? You got guys that play with that emotion, that have that type of, that carry that certain type of energy and whatever. That's how a lot of us made it, because of emotions, right? But here's the thing that I want to ask you. It's been a pattern. We saw how he disrespected Kevin Durant, which somewhat caused Kevin Durant, which was the straw that broke the camel's back on why he ultimately left the Golden State Warriors. We have seen this behavior out of Draymond Green, going at Steve Kerr and things to that nature, throwing temper tantrums. At some point, you got to look yourself in the mirror and hold yourself accountable. And guess what? In today's world, it's okay. It's okay to go out there
I
and get
agree with
help.
you.
I'm telling you right now.
Hold on. No, I appreciate that message, and you're not wrong. I appreciate that. That's a bigger message to send to everybody. You're absolutely right. All I'm saying is there's a distinction between throwing temper tantrums and damn near knocking out a teammate with a straight right.
I was wrong for my actions that took place on Wednesday, and for that, you know, I have apologized to my team. I have apologized to Jordan. His family saw that video. His mother, his father saw that video, and quite frankly, if my mother saw that video, I know how my mother would feel. I know what her I know what her reaction would be, and I know what her next step would be. And so for that, I apologize to his mother and his father, and you know, his family, his friends that care for him.
How will this impact the Warriors moving forward, Perk?
I honestly believe that it's going to impact them for the long haul, Molly. I mean, when you think about it, and Draymond spoke about it just now on the clip we just heard. He just said he had to apologize to Jordan Poole's family. And see, here's the overall picture of the situation. I played in the league 14 years. I never had this type of thing happen in neither locker room that I was in for as whatever franchise I was playing for. But when it comes down to Draymond Green, the Golden State Warriors has to get him under control. Now, he's a grown man, but now all of a sudden, things that he's doing, that is a form of bullying. When you're talking about a young fella in Jordan Poole, a young fella that just had a breakout season, who's on the verge of getting a big contract and things of that nature. And if you look at the locker room full of those young guys, you got Moses Moody, you got Kuminga, you got Wiseman. You need a veteran leader in there that's not going to be around there pushing and bullying you around. And so if you're the Warriors, it's at some point you have to seek help for Draymond Green. And when I say seek help, meaning some type of form of counseling to make sure that he's able to keep his emotions in check. And look, I went to anger management class when I was in Oklahoma City. I had anger problems. I was the leader of that locker room, but I had to learn how to be a leader, how to be, positive, how to uplift, because I was coming off as a bully at times, and I did have to go correct myself. But they're going to have to correct this, because when the season starts, guess what? They have families that come to the game. They have families that have to share the family room that have access, and those things could turn left. So with all that being said, Draymond Green and the Warriors got to figure this out. I don't see how they could bounce back from this. I hope Jordan Poole forgive him. But to a lot of guys that I spoke to across the NBA, across the league, a lot of my guys that I played with that are still in the league, they was like, there's no way I could forgive him from that. They said they would fight him every single day, and I would too. So, I mean, the Warriors got a tall task on their hands. Obviously, they got some other leaders in their locker room. But if Jordan Poole don't forgive Draymond Green and let that go past him, this could linger on for the rest of the season.
Hey, what's up, guys? Jag from Jaggy Sports here. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone in Canada celebrating with their families. And here we go. You guys saw the clip. You guys saw what Jordan Poole said to Draymond Green, which led up to the punch, him getting pretty much knocked out. And you guys saw the clips of Stephen A. Smith and Perkins basically saying it's expected that it is Draymond Green's last year in Golden State. I don't know if I buy that. I really don't know, right? Like, everybody's saying, rumor has it that he wants out after his contract and he wants to go to the Lakers. Again, I don't know if I buy that, because if he wants to go to the Lakers, he wants to get paid, right? And also, if he wants to go to the Lakers, Lakers will not pay him that much money. And, I just can't see him leaving the juggernaut of the Golden State Warriors, who've gotten even deeper as the roster dwindles down, goes down. And also the fact that you still have Steph Curry, you still have Klay Thompson, you still have Andrew Wiggins, who performed really well in the playoffs, especially the finals. You still have Jordan Poole. You still have Kuminga, Moses Moody. You have James Wiseman. You have a number of players that can actually produce. So why would you want to leave that to go to the Lakers, right? That's like when everybody was talking about Kevin Durant, him leaving from Golden State to go to a worse situation in Brooklyn, as what they said. The media was all over the fact that, hey, you're leaving Steph Curry to go with Kyrie Irving. But I don't know. I honestly can't see this happening. I think it's just a rumor. I think the media is just hyping it up because they need something to talk about. Like when I saw it last night, I was like, there's no way in hell that Draymond Green is basically going to talk about going to the Lakers and leaving Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Meanwhile, you know for a fact that you're going to get lots and lots of rings, right? Everybody knows that Golden State is phenomenal. It's year 2022, and they could win next year. They could win the year after that. They could win the year after that. So why would you want to leave, right? Like, I know he wants to get paid. I think he's getting paid $28 million, and he wants more. Like, I don't know. I'm just not buying this whole situation of him going to the Lakers. I think it's a bunch of BS. I think it's just a media hype to get media and ratings and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, in my opinion, Draymond Green is not leaving Golden State. That's what my opinion is. And as always, leave a comment in the comment section. I want to hear from you. Will Draymond Green leave Golden State after this debacle, and will he go to the Lakers? This is Jag from Jaggy Sports. Happy Thanksgiving.